Hi everyone, Rach here from Inky Planners. Welcome to a unboxing. If you know, you know. Excuse me. Should have coughed first. Welcome to my channel. This is obviously a planning part of the program. And I think I know exactly which. I have 3 orders coming from this hair company. I believe this is the first one, but the tracking hadn't been updated the last time I checked to say it had been delivered, so it could be one of 2 orders. We will find out in a minute. I just wanted to touch on Makselife. So I think I commented, and I'm going to talk and cut at the same time, I hope. In another video I made a comment about how I was having some issues with Makselife. So I was looking for a goal setting system, and I knew of Cultivate What Matters, and I knew of Makselife, and there are others out there, but those were the 2 that I had watched videos on. When I went exploring, it turned out that at that particular moment Makselife was having a sale, so I placed an order through them, and this was at the beginning of May, and I ordered an undated monthly planner, I think it was, the dot markers and highlighters, and the washi ring, because I had an idea, and certainly with them the shipping was the cost was awful, and I really had to decide, was I going to go ahead and pay for this amount of shipping, or was I just going to empty the cart and have a look at these guys. I decided to pay for the shipping, and then I think it shipped relatively quickly, but the tracking has never been updated since something like the 11th of May in Chicago, and I believe it started its journey in Chicago. So I have never seen that box. I reached out to them a few weeks later and said, what's the story? They said, give it at least 3 weeks. I gave it another week. They said, okay, I'll check it out. I had a couple of back and forth emails, and then it was radio silence. And I think I had 2 weeks where I tried to contact them and they didn't reply. And eventually I resent my what's going on email through their customer service the form on their website, and I got somebody else, and she dealt with it very quickly. She issued me a refund, and she said that if the box ever turns up, I am welcome to keep it, even though they have refunded. So that is the end of my Makselife story. I doubt at this point I will ever see that box. I think it was either pilfered in Chicago, it's fallen down the back of a, oh, how are we going to do this with sticky notes in the way? It's fallen down some crevice somewhere. I'm sorry, but I favour pilfered. And yeah, unfortunately I will never see it again, and shall we say maybe famous last words? I've got to be careful I don't reveal my... Let me just come over here, I think, because we're going to make a mess. So anyway, because I knew that that box was basically a gone burger, I then went to Cultivate What Matters and decided to try them out instead. Alright, so let's see what we have actually got in our box. So this is the first order. Okay, let's just pull everything out. Alright, so I can immediately see something. Alright, very nicely packaged. So it's a case of, alright, so I know that I'm pretty sure oh, my phone is not handy. I've got another one of these coming, but that's okay. because I do have a plan. So let's just have a look at the accessories first, and then we'll open the box. Because I think the shipping with Cultivate What Matters is still quite high. I have a plan. These are just the little, I guess they're 2x3 sticky notes. So we've got action steps, little by little, remember this, and fresh start. Do they match the colours a little bit? We've got the green, we've got the blue, possibly. Okay, and then I just got 3 magnetic bookmarks. I'm sure that there'll be a reason to use them. And then these are the snap-in sticky notes. Yeah. So my thinking is, just grabbing a blank notebook, is that this will be the master, and all the work will be done in an Erin Condren, which is why I got this so that had the colours of the sections in it. That is my plan, subject to looking at this. So let's look at this. I'm guessing this gives away the colour. I love the embossing on the box. I love the box, actually. Anyway, it's a nice keepsake box, sturdy cardboard. Oh, very pretty. I'm sure that they were on special as well, actually, and they interestingly don't have an invoice in the packaging. We'll keep that box. Almost. Just do my housekeeping. Wow. Love the colour. So this is Power Sheets. Cultivate What Matters 2024 Power Sheets Goal Planner. And I think that, again, like Makselife, when I went to Cultivate What Matters website, this was on special, which is why I then pulled the trigger on this as well. So, wow, I've obviously never had any of this in. Oh, look at that, they protect the cover page. Never seen any of this in real life. My word of the year. I don't do words of the year. They actually have currently, as of this video, which is mid-July, a sale on some of their stuff. So I have that, which is why there are now 3 orders, because I did pick up some more things to go with my plan of creating all my goal stuff in another notebook and keeping this as the master book with all the information and not writing in this. That is my plan. Until I actually really look through it properly, I don't know how that's going to work. So we've got some 2024 holidays, which will be all, other than the worldwide usual ones, they'll all be American holidays. National Watermelon Day. I didn't know there was such a thing. That is the 3rd of August for those that want to know. It's the middle of winter here, so I don't think we'll find any watermelon. So I think this is really nice. They have protected your cover page with just a bit of cardboard. The colours are beautiful. I wasn't sure if I would like... I'm not a floral person, as you may or may not have picked up along the way. But it is just beautiful, and it's gold foiled. So we'll just... I'm only just going to have a quick flick. I'm not going to read everything for me or for you, because I'm sure it's already out there on the internet anyway. But... you may not have ever seen it before. So we've just got information on welcome to a whole new way of doing life. Okay. cultivate, to break up the soil in preparation for new growth, to tend to grow. I like that. Having said I wasn't going to read. So I guess there is a lot of probably pre-work that you get to do. Learn from the past, evaluate where you are now, upgrade your mindset, name what matters. My most purposeful year. So I think, okay, brainstorm your goals. I feel like there is no reason why this couldn't be transferred, why you couldn't do this in another notebook, so that this doesn't get written on and can be reused year after year. I think because at some point I'm not going to have the facility to pay high shipping costs for things like this. So I like this. I like that this is one of the things that caught my eye, whereas in Makselife they give you that, I think it is 8 areas of life. Here they leave one free for you, which I think is really good, because we don't all fit into these boxes. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. And that, I don't know how well that is picking up. If you can see, next to each of the headings there is a colour, and that's the space for you to choose your own heading, which is why I ordered this. So these are all the colours that correspond with these colours. But I have now ordered a whole heap more of that stuff, but you'll see that in another video. It has shipped today. They are very good at shipping their stuff, I have to say. So you've got your yearly goals, how to break them down, goal action plan. I do feel like we have had an issue with a page, or is it a printing issue? So somewhere along the line this page, oh yes, you can see that line. Somewhere along the line this page has been caught up somewhere, but it's not worth a complaint. I can manage, especially because it'll just be a master copy. So you've got action, so goal action plan. How many of these have you got? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a feeling it's 8. I am right, it's 8. And then breaking them down into the quarters. 2024, your word of the year, why you chose this year. I just don't do words of the year. Visualize the year ahead. Okay, and then I guess breaking it down into lists that you can work on. Routines. So now we get into the actual monthly sections, which I'm curious to see. Because I don't think I've actually ever seen a full flip through of one of these. So January monthly page. So you do get a monthly calendar. It is a Sunday start. But again, if I'm not writing in here, I don't need to worry about it because I'm a Monday start anyway, or I would just live with it. Weekly rhythm ideas for the season. Okay. So you just get the one weekly spread, I guess, to work out for that month how you want your week to be. And it stands to reason that you would change it per season because, you'll do... For example, I'm in winter at the moment, so there's not a lot of outside stuff and there's not a lot of evening stuff because it's all cold and dark. Whereas in the summer, you'd be outside a lot more in the evening, especially with me with my garden and stuff like that. So breaking down your goals further, your tending list, which I need to read a bit more about to explain it properly to people. And that's your month in review. So that's what your month is. I like that. There's no extra weeks or anything like that. It is just an overview of what goals you're going to work on for the month, and then the breaking it down and how you're going to do it. Okay, so what's at the end of the first quarter? Cool. Okay, so you get a refresh section. So a quarterly refresh, refresh your goals, refresh your routines or reset your routines, place to brain dump for the season ahead, and your weekly rhythm. Now hang on a minute, so in that case, is there not a weekly? So let's have a look. You've got a March month. Okay, so it looks like you only get one of these weekly spreads per season. So you get it in January. You don't get it in February or March. So then you get one in your end of quarter review. So what happens in April? You've got your monthly calendar. Okay, so that's the one for the next quarter. Okay, so I guess it just flows along like that. There'll be another reset at the end of each quarter. So what happens at the end of the planner? We'll come into December. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of pages here. You got your month. You've got your breaking it down bits and bobs, and your month in review, and you've got a year in review. So you don't get a end of quarter review, because I guess that's going into your next power sheets for next year. You've just got a endings can be new beginnings. So your year in review, and that's it. And then you've got another protection again at the back. Okay, that's really cool. It does have white bits all over it, but it's a lovely green. I'm sure I could find a fountain pen ink that matches that green. So I've got the little stickies. I just thought they were fun. Oh yeah, so it doesn't come with a bookmark, does it? No. Okay, so that's another reason why. So you get quite a decent amount of those. I suppose it does say somewhere on the website how many you get. So that becomes your bookmark. So let's put it in at the beginning. How easy is it to get in? Easy as. Here we go. So there we go, some goal planning. This is something I've been thinking about and wanting to do with the start of my trying to be an author. So yeah, that's it. When I get the next box, I will open it for you. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you again in another video very soon. Thanks everyone, bye for now. I just had a thought as I was, I remembered that I had these and I was just playing with them. I was saying that I would use this as a master and write in another notebook. It occurs to me, because there is only really the monthly calendar. What's this? That's undated. The week where you work out your weekly rhythms for the season is undated. It occurred to me that I could actually write in this and use this next year, just redate the calendar, because that's all there is that actually needs redating, especially because I would want to put it on a Monday start anyway. There is no reason why I couldn't use this inside this for 2024. Yeah, that's just going through my mind, and I thought I would just throw that out there. So the rest of the year I could just work through this stuff in the notebook, and potentially redate and use it for next year. I need to look at the shipping costs and decide. Yeah, my brain is just working at the moment, and I thought I would just throw it out there as an option, that because you really only have, the only thing that's dated is this page, there is no reason why this could not be redated for 2025 and be used in the book for 2025. I'll have to have a play and see. I may show you at some point. I don't know, because it depends on how much I decide to write down about it. But I will show how I'm using at some point, with maybe some privacy stickers for throwing in for good measure. But anyway, I just wanted to tack this on to the end because it just went through my mind that potentially is an option, because there actually isn't. It's half an hour's work to redate this planner for next year. So yeah, especially because I've got lots of planner cake stickers. Okay, that's all. I will talk to you later. Thanks.